Hello students, we are continuing with the topics which we have not covered in part 1 tutorial. Now let us start with seed dispersal. You all know that plants cannot move by themselves. If the seeds fall and grow beneath the parent plant, there will be overcrowding. There will not be enough nutrients, space, and warmth for each plant. So it is important that the seeds are spread over a wide area where they get enough sunlight, air, water, and space to grow. So scattering of seeds away from the parent plant is called seed dispersal. Now the question is, how are seeds dispersed? You know, seeds of different plants have different features, and these features help them to disperse. In nature, wind, water, animals, and human beings help in the dispersal of seeds. They act as the agents of seed dispersal. Now, there are different ways of seed dispersal. One by one, we will study all the methods. First is dispersal by wind. You know, some seeds are very light. They are easily carried to a new place by the wind, like cotton, hiptage, and dandelion are the seeds which have hair-like structures. These seeds act like little parachutes and carry the seeds far away from the parent plant. Next is dispersal by water. Fruits of certain plants are carried by water. You can take example of lotus and coconut. The lotus has spongy, light fruit that helps it to float away from the parent plant, while coconut has thick, fibrous coat which helps it to be carried away. You know, coconut can travel for thousands of kilometers with water and germinate on reaching the shore if it gets the favorable conditions. Now, next is dispersal by animals. Some plants have juicy fruits that many animals and birds eat. The seeds of these fruits come out in their droppings. This can be far away from the parent plant. Same way, human beings also eat fruits. They eat the flesh and throw away their seeds. These seeds, on getting favorable conditions, grow into new plant. Some fruits like tiger claw, xanthium, and burdock have seeds with hooks. These seeds stick to the fur of animals and clothes of human beings and are carried away. Next is dispersal by explosion. Some fruits like poppy, balsam, and peas explode, or you can say burst open with great force and scatter the seeds away from the parent plant. Now, students, you know that in our daily life, we eat different types of food. And we also wear different types of clothes. And we get these things from plants and animals. And to get these things, we need large number of plants and animals. So, when a large number of plants is grown on a farm to fulfill our requirement, that is called crop. So, when a crop is grown on a farm in large number, it is called a crop. Now, crops are of two types: Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Rabi crops grown in winter, example wheat, gram, and pea. And Kharif crops grown in summer, like rice, maize, and cotton. And different crops require different kinds of soil. For example, some crops grow better in loamy and clay soil. Some need alluvial soil to grow. Some plants grow better in black soil, and some can also grow in sandy soil. Now, as I told you that we need large number of plants so that we can fulfill our requirements. And for this, we grow plants on large scale. In the process of growing plants on large scale for food and other purposes is called agriculture. There are various stages of agriculture. Now, to raise a healthy crop, farmers have to work very hard through various stages of agriculture. Let us learn about these stages. So, the first stage is plowing. Plowing is the act of turning the soil to loosen it. It helps in the circulation of air in the soil. Second stage is sowing. Sowing is the act of planting seeds in the soil. To get a good yield, it is important to sow good quality healthy seeds. Next stage is adding manure and fertilizers. Manure and fertilizers add nutrients to the soil. Plants absorb these nutrients from the soil through their roots. Now, adding manure and fertilizer we can do before sowing seeds also and after sowing seeds also. Next stage is irrigation. You all know that plants need water for growth. So irrigation is the act of supplying sufficient amount of water to plants in the field. After irrigation, we have to harvest the crop. So harvesting is the cutting and gathering of ripe crop. Now the harvested crop need to be stored properly. So the last step is storage. And proper storage prevents damage to the crop from moisture and pests. Now there are different ways to protect the crop. Farmers often build fences around the fields to protect crops from grazing animals. You know that birds also destroy the crops. So a scarecrow helps to keep the birds away. We also spray insecticides and pesticides to protect the plants against insects and pests. So students, I hope all of you are able to understand whatever topics we have studied in this session. Thank you.